Hello guys, this is Ali. I'm back once again. I want to make a part two about manifestation, guys. I want to make a part two about manifestation. But I also mentioned in the video about the people be lying on the internet. People do be lying on the internet, guys. People lie all the time on the internet, guys. Don't believe what you see on the internet. First and foremost, if you're highly intuitive, you're a spiritual person, and you're one of God's selective or whatever, and God got his hand on you, and you're a very blessed person, and you got special abilities, and you are capable of a lot of things, and you are aligned with the universe and with God, and you know God personally, a person that's really one of God's selected, they knew God before they even came into this world. You knew God before anybody even brought God's name up to you. You knew God when you was just a child. So, guys, all right. So, people on the internet, number one, this what they people on the internet, they lie a lot of times. They are liars when they be talking about manifestation. If you go back and look at my first video, I said about it. They be lying. Number one, a person that's a manifester or one of God's selectives, you're not gonna see them on the internet everywhere because everybody knows them already. The whole world know who they are. They are never gonna say it to people in the world, but they know exactly who they are. Because you know why? The devil knew who you were before you came into this world. When the devil saw you landing, when you was in the hospital, just a child, these doctors, these people, they knew exactly who you was. Your light was bright as just a child, guys. It was that bright when you were just a child. They knew who you was, but there was nothing they could do about it because you belong to God, and they already know. They know what it is. So also, you're not gonna be on the internet filming yourself doing anything. Number one, trying to help somebody, but people make it seem like on the internet like they helping somebody by pulling their phone out and helping the homeless person. But no, you're not. You're not helping them. You exposing them. You trying to get clicks and likes and this and that, whatever. That's not helping somebody. A person that's really highly in tune with themselves and spiritual, they not gonna put nobody on the internet first and foremost because they have compassion for others and people that's in worse predicament than they are. So they're not gonna do that. They have compassion. They don't want to embarrass nobody or nothing like that. And I'm not gonna do no junk like that anyway. So number two, a person that is a manifest or whatever, they can create an ideal person within their mind or whatever. The person that they want to be with, they can create this person within their mind. They can also bring this person to life if they see them face to face. These people will glamour these people will glamour you. Since you already saw them already, you can just bring them to you without you even doing that because a lot of times they're gonna think about you and it's gonna make you think about them, and it's before you know it, you're gonna see them in the store somewhere and you're gonna be in the same place that you are. Or else you could be thinking about the ideal person that you want to be with, and you don't even have to meet this person, but one point in your life where they're gonna come up and they're gonna pop up in your life when you least expect it. Or whenever you're ready for this person will pop up in your life. The person that you manifest for yourself, this ideal person that you picture yourself with, they will pop up in your life when you're ready, and they will be just like you. Let's make that very clear. They will be just like you, or else the person that you really want. You know. So also, let's talk about some more things. Let's talk about some more things. Let's talk about some more things. Just because, like you work out and this and that, whatever, that doesn't mean you align with the universe or align with God. A lot of people don't even know God, let alone know the universe. All right, so a lot of people work out. A lot of people like to work out. I ain't saying that work out all day. I like to work out. I like to be healthy too, whatever. But a lot of people just do it to be healthy, you know. A lot of people don't realize, well, you are spiritually inclined with who you are as a person or whatever, and in tune with you are as a person. Working out helps out a lot when you are spiritual, you know, and when you're connected to God. Working out, it does a lot for your mind, you know. Working out, it does so much things for the body. You have to really know these things, like, and also like a spiritual person that's a manifester, They don't want to be around a lot of people. I don't like being around a lot of people, guys, because you know why? You can't think when you're around a lot of people. Um, and when you're really a God selector, you at your best when you're by yourself. I love being by myself, guys. I have the most greatest times when I'm by myself, guys. I don't mind speaking to people throughout the day, but I have the most best times with myself, guys, when I'm by myself. Um, but it's also even better if you're in a line with the right people, the right friends, or the right lover, or the right relatives, or whatever. It's even more fun, it's more exciting because when you're a spiritual person, guys, and you want a God selector, you have such great times when you're around people too, also. But you had the most best times when you're by yourself. It's so crazy, but it's true. Like God, it's so crazy. Like I have the most best times when I'm by myself. Like it's just me and God. Like I have the most best times when I'm by myself because I can 100% be myself, guys, without no interruptions, no negative energy, none of that. None of that kickback, none of that, you know? But, when it comes to relationships, it's so crazy, guys. It's so crazy. When you're a very spiritual person, man, you think a lot too also. You think a lot. You think a lot. People don't realize spiritual people, godly people are such advanced people. They're very smart. They're very, very smart people, guys. And also, like, they smarter than average. That's why a lot of people feel threatened by you, guys. That's why when you work at a job or whatever, sometimes it don't work out because your boss can feel threatened, like you're gonna take his position or whatnot, or somebody else gonna feel like you're gonna take their position, employee or whatever. That's why it's hard to work a 9 to 5. Also, when you're a spiritual person, it's hard for you to explain things for other people to understand it. It's just so hard because you're so in depth with who you are and within God and just being you so highly in tune with who you are and your abilities and just how the way that you think and the way that you create things and just the way that your mind expands. It's different from other people, man. It's so different. And a lot of people, they wouldn't understand it. That's why we don't explain ourselves. That's why we don't explain ourselves, guys. Because a lot of times people don't want to. They don't want to understand you, and sometimes they couldn't never understand you if you really go into depth because you just know too much. They know you know too much, guys. They know you know too much. And when you manifest stuff, man, like you go through the most hardest times in your life, guys. Sometimes you go through the most hardest times in your life. But when you get in line with God, when you finally get to that point with God, man, I kid you not, in the universe, and just Jesus Christ by himself, when you get in line at that point in your life, guys, everything seems so easy when you're trying to do something. You go through the roughest times in your life, guys. I kid or not. But you also had a best time in your life at one point. But when you got down to your rock bottom or whatever, that was your worstest time in your life. You couldn't create nothing. You was off balance with your spirit. Your spirit was off balance. You was fighting demons and everything, guys. You couldn't manifest nothing because you wasn't always aligned as a person. But when you get aligned as a person, guys, let me tell you something. It is so freaking easy, guys. It's so freaking easy. Like you can just, like I mentioned about application on my last video. You might want the job and you apply for that job and you just start thinking about the job. You already got the job. It's in your mind. You got it. You done brought the job to life, and all of a sudden, these people calling you about the job opportunity. Or if you want to start a business, start the business, or you put a little effort into the business. This business gonna grow so quick, it's gonna be unbelievable. Or if you you gonna or you gonna start having finances that you always dreamed of. Your finance gonna increase quadruple. Why do you think that some people just don't like you? They just don't like you because they know what you're capable of, or let's just say hypothetically you have a YouTube channel or whatever. You're gonna have a lot of they're gonna try to shadow ban you guys because they know God got his hand on you. It would be so easy for you to get a lot of subscribers and start making so much freaking money and your income will increase like that because you get so much favor, guys. It's so crazy. And you just really have to be in line with God. You just really have to be in line with God, guys, and just and who you as a person in the universe. And it's everything come easy, after a while. When you really like at your peak, you really at your highest, and you so connected to God to the point like He's on the side of your hip. He's right there through everything you go through. Yeah, you it's gonna be easy for you. You're gonna go through a lot. You'd have been through a lot. But manifesting, it's gonna become so easy, guys. It's gonna become so easy. Trust me, I know. But relationships, it just never work, guys. Relationships, it just never work, guys. It just never work. My past relationship didn't work, guys. Like friendships didn't work. It's just people just they get crazy over you guys because they know a lot of people know you very highly in tune, you very smart, and you just a lovable person. You have a big heart and you know how to love yourself, so you definitely can love someone else. And yeah, you have your own sense of style and how you do things or whatever. And you have weird, spunky ways about yourself, and you have a big personality, and you just got a lot to give. And a lot of people love to be around genuine people, and it's hard to be around people today because it's no genuine people. Why you think everybody want to flop to you? Why everybody flop to you? Because you're so genuine. You're honest. You genuine. You're honest. You got good energy, and everybody know you blessed. That's another reason why. And they know if they get around you, they gonna start manifesting stuff. Stuff gonna start happening for them. Good things. You know. That's why when you in somebody engine, people think the grass is green on the other side, and they realize it's not, and they try to come back to you. It just never works. It's not. It's not gonna work. They realize that it's not how it was over there, like they thought it was. They was getting everything when it was around you guys. All types of stuff was manifesting in their life because of you. So yeah, guys, and you just that great, man. You're really a great person. You're really an awesome person. You got a lot to offer to the right people. You also have a lot to offer to the right companion at the same time. So it's like, hey, you got both sides. You're really good. You're really great, and you will make somebody happy in life at some point in life. And hey, but I feel like until then, just be single and just wait patiently and. Whenever you're ready, you know what to do and talk to God about it and it will happen. But don't believe everything y'all hear on the internet, guys. And these people are lying because, number one, if you're a spiritual, highly person, like I just said, you're not going to be on the internet like that because everybody already know who you are. Everybody know who you is. The whole world know who you is. People take pictures, spread your pictures around the world. The devil know who you is too. Trust me, he know. Um, yeah, yeah. That's why everybody feel threatened by you guys. That and more. God. So yeah. But manifestation, guys, don't believe the hype on the internet. These people be talking about just because you work out, that doesn't mean you're a manifestation. You just work out, you're just a very healthy guy. And hey, yeah. Yeah, you healthy. You just like to work out. You look good. I used to think, guys, at one point in life, like I just see people working out. I used to think these people like, oh, when you get a certain, in a position or I guess a certain status or whatever, influence, you gotta start working out just to have things, this and that. That's a lie. That's a lie. The world, I know the world now, and I know that people get hands out. People never work for nothing day in their life. It's about who you know and who you plugged in with. And hey, yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And some people are not qualified for certain positions, even though they are in these positions. I realized that too. Yep, surely have. Guys, like a lot of people was given things without going through, you know, getting the training for these things or these position fields, these work fields or whatever. That was given to them. That was rewarded for certain things to play a part or a certain position within the system. So yeah, I realized a lot of things, guys, as a child. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. But guys, that's all I wanted to say, guys. Part 2. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. The little conversation we had, whatever. I thought it was great. I hope you did too. So until the next video, guys. Peace and love. Peace.